to the face of everything else that's in this draft. Just feels real rough. And they'll take the Trundle instead of the Sejuani. And that's pretty strong here, obviously, into this draft, and it messes up a lot of what E plus Kia are trying to do.
I think that's just fine, you know. And yeah, maybe you get counterpick, maybe you get something like Kennen. You know, there's not a lot of great options for counterpicks into Renekton, who's generally blind pickable. And maybe you could go for like Aurora or something. Gwen
actually, I do feel is quite strong. The Aurora you mentioned is what they opt for instead, and Shiu has mastery of both. And so both options feel really good in terms of consistent damage output. The Aurora damage output is a little bit more burst oriented, so fits the comp. They can't really hear us that well.
So, especially early on, like, yes, Ziggs can clear waves and stuff, but, like, not that well early on. And you have a Nautilus, so you just die.
Yeah, no, the thing is your support can't shoot far. That's the thing.
Can't shoot at all.
That's the thing. He can't hit from range. And if he hooks, he's putting himself into range to be hit more often.
Hit his shield and try to block damage for the Ziggs. This Clear's going to go in on a tree. There's a big wave behind him, but he wants to kill. Going to go through this entire wave.
Gets the heal from the wave as well. That's really well played there from Clear. Powered Q with full fury, and he wanted to punish it. Not going to happen though. It's really difficult for Career and Smash to really make a play here. They cannot even enter.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like they kind of want to do something, but it's just a smite on the Dragon. We got an ult down on a VicLa, as immediately Showmaker is forcing VicLa out of this one. Flash comes forward, and down will go VicLa. Just like that, Showmaker warping the game around his Yone. Some pressure in top lane, Clear. Gonna zigzag back and forth, even flashes away. Career kind of reconsidering it, but is gonna go in with the flash and the dredge line, and he does not miss those. And will pick up the kill here for Shiu.
You're putting down, and I do look at this. Okay, Smash, let's see. He's fine. Did go down here in the bottom lane. With these summoners down, actually, or these ultimates down, it's a lot more comfortable for Smash, but he has to be careful still.
Yeah, Smash walking up in a melee, well, into range of Ashe autos is not what you want to see. Whereas Smash is TP, and they're actually just going to get a hook here onto the Seraphine. Kellen, no encore. He might just have to flash the wall, and there it is. Showmaker looking maybe.
Or stay. But if he backs, he's going to lose so much on this turret as Raptor's coming in looking for a play.
Here we got the collapse coming on in. Subjugate not utilized on time, and he flashes away and just dies to Lucid.
VicLa is overcommitting as well.
Yeah, should be able to get this kill though. We'll see what happens after that. Is he will flash the wall and get away, especially compared to the first game we had. And this Ashe Seraphine, yes, they're ahead, but not that far ahead. Not as far ahead as you would expect, as we have a committal here, and Career's just kind of getting left out to dry. As Showmaker's like, sorry, buddy, way more than I expected in this fight, and I'm just going to ult this wall.
Pressure here in the bottom lane, though. Showmaker's not out yet.
Yeah, maybe I spoke too soon. He is going to have to flash.
I mean, he doesn't want to give this turret, but I'm not sure if he can make something of this, as Kellen's a bit isolated.
Yeah, Kellen backing on a control ward, not the safest place to back there, and he just died.
They may just simply let it go. They're in position, but without the ults, it's difficult to actually fight. As speaking of no ults, Showmaker comes up in 10.
Yeah, Career in a lot of trouble here. Subjugate is down onto him, and Clear has the inside track. Raptor just gonna pick up that kill, and DK have to abandon the pit for now. Although it does look like with the Ziggs coming up and a TP channeled from Showmaker, they want to get in. The smite is good from Raptor, but now the turn comes down, and immediately Shiu is just dead. Lucid as well being kited out very nicely. Raptor going to put down the Rift Herald as well. They're considering for sure.
Punish is so difficult. We'll see. Showmaker has ult.
I mean, he's in a little bit of trouble. Really did not want to flash there. Looks like it just barely came up right now. Best of 5 would be very close, you know, very back and forth. And have to hold that thought as VicLa is going to get dredge lined, and that just means that Career has to flash. Funny how that works. But DK, I mean, that was their opportunity to make this game theirs, but not quite, as we're going to have a fight underneath this one. Diable just gets blown to smithereens.
Well, the Dragon.
Drake does go over to the Trundle, and Raptor's not done yet, as Lucid in a lot of trouble himself, and will be chased down. And DK are going at 1 by 1, but the damage is insane They go all in onto the Renekton, as Clear is going to have to pay for their sins, whereas the rest of BNK still on the run. We have DK on the chase here. They're looking to hide on Bush and maybe get that going, but they knew they were in the bush. But the charm goes down on the Showmaker, and it's 2 for BNK. And hiding on Bush, the best strategy you can have.
And let them get out. It's 3 kills the opportunity, but unfortunately, and Smash forced a flash here. May still be dead.
I think he's just dead. Nowhere for him to go. VicLa is unstoppable. 5-1.
And this is just insult to injury as Smash gets over the wall, but still gets rune prisoned and is taken down. As this lead is exploding now for BNK. Double what it was moments ago, but the map control is real.
Look at Lucid in a lot of trouble on the Raptors. Oh, that was a big bomb on a Diable. Well, I say that.
Shiu doesn't commit his anyways.
And now we're going to have the Dredge line in onto the Trundle. The arrow hits nobody, and Showmaker goes super deep for tons of damage, but now out of position, has to flash. Smash doesn't have his, and he will get smashed down the bottom lane, and DK is gone.
Insane. This Trundle has a frozen heart.
Yeah, I think from ahead, this comp is just so oppressive, and Shiu, standing on vision, doesn't know it. And the Ashe rise goes without saying. You see Lucid, he's going to have to go for it. He's going to have to pull out the big smites, just like he did against Owner. Flashes into the pit, tons of burst damage does come down as they try to go deep for Diable, but Diable stays alive. And they do get the kill on a Clear, though. BNK not in the best of spots. Smash kind of ruling the Rift right now against all these low health bars is going to push them off the objective.
And the Dragon is not taken by D+. They were unable to do so, and now
they're going so aggressively to try to start these fights. I feel like it's BNK. You've got to let DK come to you instead. They're just running into the jungle. VicLa's going to go down. And immediately Showmaker picks up a huge shutdown. Might just be enough. Lucid is spotted. He's just going to go right on in because he doesn't have anywhere else to go. And that's going to be the 6. Just blown up like that. And the Rise incredibly strong right now. And that is what VicLa is capable of on this pick when he is very fed. Is now going to go on in. The stun on the Showmaker, though. And that means he misses entirely, trying to be the hero. Meanwhile, Shiu trying to 1v1 VicLa. I don't know about that one, buddy, as the map is falling apart for DK, and maybe now BNK can take the Baron.
Flank is just caught out immediately. Now they're looking for a TP flank. That's out of vision.
Yeah, Grio's getting burst down in the front part of this fight as they are going to get the flash out of Diable, and immediately Showmaker just dies as maybe they take out the Ashe, so Shiu does get on the flank here. And now VicLa is underneath the turret, does an insane amount of damage to Smash, and maybe he is the one that can break open the space. Down will go the Renekton. They're still chasing under the turret. Guys, you're going too aggressive. I know your team is BNK Fear X and you don't have fear, but come on, guys. Maybe I can get, no, I can't get past the Renekton. There's the root, there's the Baron. Goes over to BNK. And besides that, I don't really see a good angle. VicLa gonna take a bunch of damage, but runs straight up to the Soul and says, I will take you down. Flashes in and takes him out. Showmaker no longer on the Rift as in will go Raptor. Lucid getting bullied away. And these 2 inhibitors will fall. And maybe the 3rd to follow as well. Maybe they say, well, we don't even need to play around the Dragon. We can just end this game right here.
They have so many Baroned up cannon minions. It's just an insane siege as Clear can buy so much space. And I think BNK are going up to match point here, Valdez. A very dominant start to the series.
Looking fantastic so far in the first couple of wins. Not very close in these 2 games as maybe they get Raptor, but they will not get the game. It's 2-0 that does go to BNK Fear X as they want a ticket to Brazil and they want a ticket to get revenge against Gen G.